Cradle TV show, the best and most unique platform for undiluted information. Showing on NTA Channel 12, yo. Community reports. Health reports. Project Spotlight report. Fashion and style. Documentaries. Exclusive interviews. Showing on NTA Channel 12, yo. The Cradle TV show, your true platform for development.
Are you in search of a place where luxury is the watchword and comfort is your priority in a serene environment? Hit your brakes and stop right here, as Kinney's Luxury Apartment is located at number 20 Basumo Gas Road, Osongoma Estate, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. With well-furnished duplex apartments, VIP lounge, restaurant, pool bar, conference room, ticketing office, table tennis, and a well-secured parking space. We also have Kinney's Lodge located at number 1 John Ebiye Heaven Estate, 100 units Udaudoma Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, with well-furnished single rooms, sit-out with drinks, suya spots, chicken, bushmeat, and shawarma. For bookings and reservation, please call 0903 000 2145 or 0903 000 2146. Our WhatsApp number is 0903 000 2147, or you can visit our website on www.kinneyapartment.com.ng. Kinney's Luxury Apartment and Lodge, a lifestyle you deserve. You deserve.
A wonderful evening to you out there. Emmanuel is my name. You are welcome to another edition of the Cradle TV show on NTA Channel 12 Uyo, your true platform for development. In today's episode of our health segment show, we are going to beam on the recent visit to Governor Gov Emmanuel by a team from the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, on the 12th of February 2020 at his country home in Ona. The visit was to inform the state governor of the assistance given by the United States of America in the fight against HIV and AIDS. Stay glued to your TV set as we bring forward to you the documentary report of the outing.
The Cradle TV show, your true platform for development.
It was a day filled with joy, thrills, and glamour on Wednesday, 12th February 2020, as Governor Gov Emmanuel played host to the Deputy Chief of Missions of the United States Embassy, Nigeria, Ms. Kathleen Fisborn, and the Deputy Chief of Missions of the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, Mrs. Cathy Donahan, at his country home in Waiman, Una local government area. Setting the tone of the visit, the Deputy Chief of Missions, U.S. Embassy, Kathleen Fisborn, stated that the visit was to inform the government of the assistance given by the United States of America in the fight against HIV and AIDS.
Death sentence. And it was at the time people were afraid of the disease. And now I'm back and we're in a situation where we actually have the formula to win. The game plan is really simple, and that's raising awareness, knowing your status, getting on treatment, and becoming undetectable.
She also solicited for more support from the government to ensure that the state has zero tolerance for stigmatization of people living with the virus, thus ensuring greater access to quality antiretroviral drugs that would sustain life and also prevent the spread of the disease, and emphasized on the need for the state to enact the anti-stigma law to reduce HIV-related stigma in the state.
And so I feel very hopeful that in my tenure here, with the efforts of our partners, with your government, we're going to be able to actually achieve epidemic control. And I can't believe this. given where I've been and what I've seen over my whole career in countries with HIV. So this is really, for me, an opportunity to thank you for your efforts. The incredible work with the partners. We adopted the situation room on the way in here. And that kind of tempo, the operational tempo that you're keeping up with accountability, hearing reports from the field, working with all parts of society to reach these segments in the riverine areas, that's very difficult to do. I mean, what you're doing is very monumental, and I don't know, when you're in it, like when I was in charge of the fight against Ebola in Sierra Leone, I didn't realize how monumental what we were doing was. But while you're in that fight and you're involved in different parts of the communities, whether it's the boats, people that drive the boats, the people that drive the ikatas, the traditional rulers, you're bringing everybody together for a common cause, and that's the good health of your own people. So, you know, those are things you can't necessarily see. It's not a road, right? It's just something else. And I think that everyone should be very proud of the work that you've done and that the state authorities have done, our partners have done, because nothing is better than a healthier population for a good economy, for a safe society. You don't need orphans that have no future. It just shows you the commitment that you have to your people, and that's a direct link that you have through this fight. And the more that you can do and government officials can do to help talk about the disease in a way that helps end stigmatization, that's going to be the key to the victory, right? We need to get everybody in your state to know their status. And that's the challenge. Once we know status, we get treatment, it's undetectable. It's simple.
That's a major challenge.
So you're the coach of the club, so this is the type of work that we need to have coming from the top. Because if you're not afraid to talk about it, and others talk about it, and talk about other health issues, and that this is just part of normal life, we can let the science do the work.
Fisburn informed the governor on the mega PCR laboratory provided for the state by the USAID, which required medical lab scientists from the state for effective services.
And that was our hardest challenge. It wasn't just about having a safe burial, it was about a dignified burial. And it was about involving members of the community, the family, and whichever religion you are, whether it's imam or whatever, to help bury that person. So when we got the burials right, we won the war. And so that's the same thing with HIV. We get the people involved in knowing their status, we're going to be better positioned.
Responding, Governor Gov Emmanuel thanked the United States Agency for International Development and the American government for their contributions towards the development of Akwa Ibom State, Nigeria, and Africa at large, while calling for the reconsideration of the recent visa restrictions on Nigerians, especially Akwa Ibom indigents, by the government of the United States of America.
Let me thank you once again. It's not quite long since the ambassador was here. And we're in the same boat, fighting the same fight, having the same direction, and looking at the same goal. So I must thank you. What you put people in class to teach is different from what people experience by lifestyle. So that exposure can do a whole lot to my people in terms of mindset, building them, and also helping me to fight some of these things that we're talking about. So I would also make an appeal, a special appeal. Only people in my state. I don't know of another state. Only people in my state. I don't know of another state because I can vouch for my people, their character, and everything that they have.
Governor Emmanuel, who released on the various collaborations between United States and the Akwa Ibom State government, said that most people from his state have genuine business transactions in the United States. The governor sued for more transparent and collaborative processes between international donor agencies and the Akwa Ibom State government in the budgeting and implementation of health awareness and sensitization campaigns in the state.
In the global space these days, we are preaching free movement of capital. I know we've not yet started free movement of labor, but at the same time, there are people who are doing genuine businesses. People have been relating with America over the years, and all of a sudden, if their oxygen supply, which is their business relationship, and probably also building a global village, especially in terms of ICT, Nigeria is still a developing nation. A whole lot of our people still go through this. Government relationship, government businesses, I mean, some of these things we need to look at. And we still need to come and learn from you. So our children must come to America for education. If you don't want us to invade America, so teach us what you know, so we come and implement in our country. And the only way we can come and learn from you is for you to allow us enter and learn.
He said the active partnership with relevant state government agencies would ensure accountability and forestall duplication of effort and unnecessary waste of huge resources with minimal results.
The best, organ to partner with is supposed to be the state government. So how do we draw the sample size? How do we eliminate the biases of those who are taking the sample? And there are a lot of things that could be done. I'm here, I know the areas, I know the communities. I can easily suspect that if we get into this community, because probably of the location of those communities, border with so many other countries and what we could do. So we know this and we have this, but there seems not to be that collaboration. There seems not to be that synergy. So it seems as if you said it's running and I'm also running. Fine, we might say that we are running towards the same direction. But I can't say a lizard and a rat might be running towards the same direction, but they run two different races. And it produces two different results in terms of time and speed. So I still want to emphasize on that. Things like this, you can look at few states and make them model and see how we can rejig how we operate to actually make sure that we have that value for money.
The governor described as huge the amount said to have been expended in the state during the past 10 years on the HIV/AIDS campaigns by the USAID, and noted that for most people in rural areas to be reached on the imperatives of HIV and other health challenges, there is need to synergize efforts, especially in the financial planning and implementation of programs funded by the U.S. government.
In terms of campaign, I think we've launched a whole lot. And you could see we pay a whole lot of attention on health of our own people. If you're a good leader, you must be interested in what your people need and also the well-being of the people in terms of health facilities. I think this is one step that we spend so much in terms of Medicare, especially at the secondary healthcare delivery system. Because the primary healthcare, based on our own law, is actually in the hands of the local government. And local governments don't have the kind of funding to actually sustain those primary healthcare delivery system. And the so-called grant and aids to that subsector is not that much. So we have absolute control. It's a secondary healthcare system, and I'm providing a whole lot of services in terms of equipment, in terms of personnel, in terms of infrastructure to make sure those things work. But this way collaboration could have come in. And we can actually make it, because right now even I've made sure that almost all the secondary healthcare delivery systems that I've actually refurbished or put in place. I put digital systems in terms of medical records. So all we need to do is come. We are building new medical records. You don't walk into this hospital without not being tested. And once we test you, we put in that record. And any of the secondary healthcare delivery system you use in the state, that record is online. Because we are building that software. We have the system already, and the hardware, the software, everything is there, and the personnel trained on those medical records. Digitize them. So it makes it much easier. So it is one thing for us to do that, and we cannot only do that if you work separately, I work separately. We need to come together.
While thanking the U.S. missions for their contributions towards the fight in keeping the state safe against various diseases, he pledged the state government's support in undertaking enlightenment campaigns to reduce HIV-related stigma and provision of other resources, including rapid test kits.
We want to actually bring down the epidemic, and that's it. So that's the ultimate goal. How we go about it, this one situation where we must work from answer to question, not question to answer. Question to answer, you keep spending money, you won't get the result. Answer to question, you must spend less, then we might get magnificent result out of it at the end of the day. So the collaboration, a unified approach, and a total concept to the whole thing will solve that problem. Once again, I really want to thank you for making time to come to my village.
Earlier, the Honorable Commissioner, Ministry of Health, Dr. Dominic Upong exchanged pleasantries with the missionaries in his office while informing them of Governor Udom Emmanuel's commitment to tackle the spread of HIV and AIDS in Akwa Ibom State.
We've done quite a bit in educating the public about the progress trend of HIV/AIDS. Our governor is very, very concerned. It's a tag that we didn't want at all to do. And we have done very much. Right now, as you may know, our state has the stiffest penalty for rape cases, which we identified as one of the causes of spread. Once we get anybody that first is on radio, it's a very stiff penalty. So we hope to be able to bring down the rates of that. And the school children also are being educated on how to protect themselves in social relationships, and also to prevent being alone when they be vulnerable to rape. We're also talking to the traditional bed attendants. We discovered that quite a significant percentage of these are the ones handling our deliveries. And so we have made contacts with them, we are registering them, we are teaching them hygiene basics, and we're also advising, giving them some incentives to be able to send cases to us. We know
The missionaries visited the Situation Room of the State Ministry of Health at Idoi Senkama Secretariat, which afforded them the platform to interact with officials at different sites across the state, like the General Hospital, Ikot Ekbene, Itumbang, University of Uyo Teaching Hospital, Primary Health Center, Nodoitak, General Hospital, Etinan, St. Luke's Hospital in Nwauyo, to ascertain the progress and challenges so far. They also visited the Heartland Alliance and took a tour of the One-Stop Shop, OSS, which is a treatment service center for those infected with the virus. Addressing journalists at the end of the outing, Fisbon said that she is happy that HIV rate has dropped down from 10% to about 4.8% because of the activities of the state government, civil organizations and community people to ensure that everyone is aware of their status for further treatment and control.
So what I've seen is more than I expected to see. What I knew coming here with Katie from USAID was that we were going to see one of our most successful programs in Nigeria. And indeed, in this state, the HIV rate has come down from 10% to about 4.8 or 5%. And why is that? It's because of the activity of your state government and your different civil society organizations and community members to make sure that everybody knows their status. So this kind of community center is helping these key populations help themselves. And for me, I think that's the crux of how we're going to win the epidemic control. And we are in Nigeria, 20 years after this fight, closer to epidemic control than we've ever been. So we're actually focusing on states like Akwa Ibom, Rivers, Benue, and about 5 other states, because in those places, the more people we test and know their status, the more people who are on treatment, suppress their viral load. When your viral load is suppressed to undetectable levels, you no longer transmit the disease. That's how we defeat HIV. And so in Akwa Ibom, you're making incredible strides. We saw the Situation Room, which is giving real-time information on where the disease is in the state and who's getting treated and getting people on therapy. This is the crux of the problem, right? Before we ignored it, we were afraid of it. It was not something that people wanted to talk about. The more we talk about it, the easier it will be to win the war. And so we are actually on our way, and I'm very proud of what you've done here in this state in particular. And I would actually argue the Situation Room is a model. I would argue the community centers here are a model for how we can reach out. We can tie the science and make the messaging to society in a way that people will get tested. Everybody who knows their status is a hero in the war on HIV.
Present during the visit were the Secretary to the State Government, Mr. Emmanuel Ekuwem, Commissioner for Health, Dr. Dominic Upong, Vice Chancellor, University of Uyo, Professor Inefiok Esen, San, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Multilateral and Donor Agencies, Mr. Nnanna Odom, in management of agencies in the state, charged with the responsibility of partnering the state government. Others were Dr. Nkeruwem Aitok, Program Manager, Akwa Ibom State Agency for the Control of AIDS, ASACA, Moses Kapti, Team Leader, Priority Population / Community Linkages, USAID Nigeria, Tolapo Ogenindim, Team Lead, Continuum of Treatment, USAID Nigeria, Chris Obanubi, Akwa Ibom State Arts Surge Lead, USAID Nigeria, Dr. Salman Arnold Kolo, Country Director, Dr. Kunle Kankanfo, State Director, Search Implementation, Eileen Mfonobong Idiom, State Program Officer, Edidion Sambo, CBCC Specialist, Ngozi Ezema, Program Management, Associate Director, Dr. Kwalawo Otunumbumsum, State Lead, GHIPHEGO, Dr. Idayat Otiman, UN-AIDS, Paul Umo, Deputy Chief of Party, Heartland Alliance, Dr. Ngazi Noel Ogamba, State Team Leader, Heartland Alliance, Thai Reform, Data for Implementation, Dr. Michael Eje, Center for Clinical Care and Research Nigeria, CCRN, Inyebong Egirinyi, Network of People Living with HIV in Nigeria, New Farm, and Elizabeth Samson Odo, Ashwin, Association of Women Living with HIV in Nigeria. The Cradle TV crew wishes them journey mercies back to their different destinations. To God be the glory.
Are you in search of a place where luxury is the watchword and comfort is your priority in a serene environment? Hit your brakes and stop right here, as Kinney's Luxury Apartment is located at number 20 Basumo Gas Road, Osongoma Estate, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. With well-furnished duplex apartment, VIP lounge, restaurant, pool bar, conference room, ticketing office, table tennis, and a well-secured parking space. We also have Kinney's Lodge located at number 1 John Ebiye Heaven Estate, 100 units Udaudoma Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, with well-furnished single rooms, sit-out with drinks, suya spot, chicken, bushmeat, and shawarma. For bookings and reservation, please call 0903 000 2145 or 0903 000 2146. Our WhatsApp number is 0903 000 2147, or you can visit our website on www.kinnesapartment.com.ng. Kinney's Luxury Apartment and Lodge, a lifestyle you deserve. You deserve.
The Cradle TV show, the best and most unique platform for undiluted information. Showing on NTA Channel 12 Uyo. Community reports. Health reports. Project Spotlight report. Fashion and style. Documentaries. Exclusive interviews. Showing on NTA Channel 12 Uyo. The Cradle TV show, your true platform for development.
That has been the size of our show for today. Thank you for your audience. Keep a date with us, same time, same station, next week. Bye.